Sandra Bullock's a relative newcomer to Hollywood, but her offbeat ways and leading lady looks are helping her fit right in. Bullock got her first big break playing the missing woman in the American remake of The Vanishing.
Nice spot.
Last year, she played an aspiring country and western singer in The Thing Called Love.
You know, I've been sitting here and thinking that, maybe I'll go to Hollywood, become a movie star.
And become a movie star she did. She appeared opposite Sylvester Stallone in Demolition Man.
I'm impressed.
And now she's back in action in the new movie Speed, co-starring with Keanu Reeves and Dennis Hopper. And this morning, Sandra Bullock's up early. She's at our studios in Burbank. Sandra, good morning. How you doing?
So far, so good.
Oh. Now, I didn't write that thing earlier, the one that Katie said. What is this dark-haired, somewhat funny chick label? Where's that from?
My mother. No, I have no idea.
Huh?
I have no idea. Are you sure you didn't write it?
I swear, I had nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing.
I have no idea where the somewhat came from.
Okay.
Because I would have just had dark-haired, funny chick.
Oh, yeah? That label fits?
Pretty. The hair is dark, yeah.
I got that part of it, yeah. Is it true that people thought you were a little bit off-center for taking the co-starring role in this film? Is that right, what I hear?
Well, I think about the whole project, people were a little, I don't know, if hesitant, or they criticized a lot because I just done Demolition Man, and so taking something like this that quickly afterwards, I think, made people think that I was a little out of my mind, which my family's known for years. But it was just so good. You can't afford not to do roles like this when they come along, regardless, you know, if they happen to be in 2 action movies, or if they happen to be in 2 comedies, or in 2 dramas. You know, you take it when you can get it. So
no concerns that Hollywood then labels you a action film actress?
Not really, because I don't do all that much of the action, you know. I mean, they have the very strong and capable men to do that.
Thank you very much. Hey, look, in this film, you play Annie, a passenger who becomes the driver of a bus that is set to explode if it goes less than 50 miles an hour. Let me play devil's advocate. Why would a serious actress want to do such a role?
Because it's probably... it was probably one of the hardest roles I had to do, because you have such a short time in which to establish a character, and the material was so well written, and it was funny, and it was edgy, and at that time I was so exhausted. I mean, the thought of doing something that was going to be so easy and fun to do was very appealing. And even though it is an action film, even though the action takes precedent over, you know, the development of someone's character, the short amount of time that you have to sort of establish who you are and what your character is about is incredibly challenging. You have to get across an emotion within like 2 seconds and have everyone believe you. So you don't have the luxury of the words to help you into the character, and it sort of fine-tunes you a little bit. I mean, I think I came out of it a little more trained, actually.
Well, let's check out your emotion and your driving ability in this clip from Speed.
This is much better.
Nice work. Nice work. Hey, look, in terms of your career, is this film, you viewing this as kind of like a springboard to bigger and better?
You know, actually, every time I do something, I never look at it as a springboard to anything else, because I assume that anything that I'm in, nobody's going to want to go see.
Oh,
so.
Come on.
No, I mean, you know, I think I've really taken on a very pessimistic attitude, but I had such a good time in it, and the people I just really liked. So I would hope that it would do well and that everyone would like it as much as I did, but usually that's not the case. So if it is a springboard, that would be really great, and I would really appreciate it. But if it isn't, then, you know, I've got enough energy to keep doing this until, you know, I do learn how to dive off No springboard.
Hey, look, you're looking real wholesome and fun this morning, and I see this picture in the newest Vanity Fair that would suggest that you are being viewed as a coming sex symbol. How's that image sit with you?
Well, somewhat sex symbol might be better too. Well, you know, you have to try and be the sex kitten every once in a while. You know, I try to hold it in, but sometimes it just unleashes itself, and I can't hold it back. You know, I have no idea. It was a photo shoot. Sometimes I look at these things and I can't believe it's me, but you know.
Hey, if the shoe fits, or in this case, the dress, you know.
It barely fit. I have to be honest with you.
Oh, really? It was
Yeah,
one. It was one they provided, huh?
Yes, it was more like Scotch taped on.
Aha! Thus the bent over pose. I got you. Look, I got one question that has nothing to do with anything other than that. I was just curious, looking at your background. You're the daughter of an opera singer and an opera coach. Did you ever come close to having any opera ambitions?
Nobody wants to hear me sing. Nobody who's ever heard me sing wants to hear me sing. I can yell loudly, and I benefited from good lungs, but.
I got you.
You know, nobody wants to hear me sing.
Well, you're a dark-haired, somewhat funny, somewhat singing chick.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks very much. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tomorrow morning, we're going to conclude our look at speed. We'll talk with Dennis Hopper. We'll take a break right here. This is Today on NBC.